Video formats are simply dominating every single social media platform, and that includes Pinterest. And there are a few Canva hacks that you can do for free to turn your pins into animated pins. Let's show you what they are. And make sure you stick around to the end because I have a bonus tip that will help you in animating your pin designs in Canva. So this is option 1, and I already have the pin design made to save a little bit of time. But if you are a total beginner in Canva and you don't know how to do any of this with the text, the fonts, putting in pictures, graphics, anything like that, make sure you check out this video right here, which is a video on my Canva basics that will teach you how to do all of this stuff. So I'll show you what this looks like, and then I'll show you how to do it yourself. So first we have the words being animated. So as you can see, when I click play here, it'll show you what the pin looks like, and you can see that the words themselves are animated. So let's go over to this blank pin that I have here, and I'll show you how to do this yourself. Once you have in your text, you can simply click on it, and you can go to these 3 dots here, and click on animate. And you will see a ton of different animations that you can do. And this specifically is just animating the words. So if you want to see what these look like, you can just scroll over it and you can get a preview of what it will look like. And there are a bunch of different animations that you can do with this text. You can either animate just this one, you can animate all of them, you can make them have all of the same animations, you can make them have different animations, maybe you only want to animate this and you want this to remain static. There are a ton of different options that you can customize because each individual text box is what's being animated as opposed to the pin as a whole. Let's say I want to do the bounce, and then I can click on this text box and I can create a different animation for this one. So maybe I want this one to be a burst. There are a bunch of free animations that you can do, but there are also some really good ones that are Pro. I personally recommend that you get the Pro version of Canva if you are using it for any length of time, especially if you create a ton of Pinterest pins a week like I do. Because not only do you get access to a bunch of these different animations that you don't have access to otherwise, but there are a ton of other great features that you can get with Canva Pro. So let's say for vacation, I want to use Bounce as well, since that is the same font and I want the same font to have the same animation. Now you can click on play and you can see what your animation is going to look like. That is one way that you can make your pins animated. Then all you have to do is download it. Make sure you download it as an MP4 because this is a video pin technically, and it won't work if you download it in any other thing. If you try to download it as a PNG, it will tell you video, audio, and animation pins won't export. So make sure you are doing it as an MP4. The second option that we have is adding animated graphics to your pins. So as you can see here, I have a few different animations going here. I'll show you where I found these. You can go over to Elements and you can go down to Graphics. Click on See All, and as you can see, the stickers are all moving, so that's what I used. I clicked See All on that, and if you only want moving stickers, you can use this little 3-dot bar thing up here and you can click on Animated. If you only have the free version and you don't want to sift through what is Pro and what is not, you can also click on the free version, or if you have the Pro, you can do the Pro only. I will apply those filters, and as you can see, all of these are going to be animated stickers that I can now use. And if either of those animated designs don't work for you, you can also try the third option, which is to just animate the pin itself. So if we go over to my option 3 here, you can see that I have it as set to tumble. So the whole pin itself moves. Everything moves as one. So mine already says tumble, so yours isn't going to look like this, but if we go back to this one, you can see that it just says animate. I'm not clicked on anything, so if you're clicked like this, you're gonna see different options. Make sure you click off your pin, nothing is in blue, and then you will see the animate option. You can choose all of these different options just like you can with the animating just the text boxes, and you can scroll over it and see which ones that you like. Personally for these, I actually like the paid options the best. I tend to use Stomp a lot. I tend to use Baseline a lot. Some of these I don't particularly use. Pop is another one of my favorites. So for these, if you don't have Canva Pro, I recommend getting Canva Pro because their animations for the pins itself I feel are a lot better with the paid versions. But if not, there are still a lot of great options here. So let's say we want to use the pan, or maybe we can go back to the tumble, and make sure, just like the other ones, you download it as an MP4 video. Otherwise, it is just going to be a static pin and it is not going to work very well for you. And with this method of animating the pin entirely, make sure you are careful if you add any other animations or stickers, because a lot of times the animating the entire pin will kind of take precedent over the other ones. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So like if I was going to animate the typewriter thing here, sometimes it doesn't look right because it's gonna not animate everything correctly, but sometimes it works out. So if you want to do multiples of these, you can do that. And it looks like you can also, if you want, animate the picture as well. So if you click on your picture, you can specifically animate just your photo as well, which I think is really cool. So there are a lot of different options for what you can animate and make your video pins stand out in the feed. And don't forget, I have a bonus tip for you, which is to use actual video in your video or animated pins. Canva has these great videos which you can use for free or with your pro subscription that you can add into your pins. This is the method that I checked out in my last video, which you can check out right here. Or you can check out any of my other Canva videos right here. Make sure to like this video if you liked and subscribe to my channel down below for more videos just like this. And I'll see you next week. Bye!